Welcome students again into the 12th science chemistry class. Good morning. Now we are learning today the some chemical reactions of alkyl halide. In the last lecture we already learned that is the reaction of this alkyl halide with that of the alcoholic KOH, that is the elimination reaction. It is also called as the that is dehydrohalogenation reaction. Now this is the next reaction of alkyl halide, reaction with active metals. Now sodium, magnesium, cadmium, these are the active metals. With these metals the alkyl halide readily reacts to form a organometallic compound. Why it is called as the organometallic compound? The product formed after the reaction of this active metal with that of the alkyl halides, that compound or that product is called as the organometallic compound, because into that the active metal like magnesium or sodium etc. directly attached to that carbon, and it forms the carbon metal bond, and that's why these compounds or products after the reaction of these alkyl halides with that of the metals is called as the organometallic compound. Now see here, active metals like sodium, magnesium, cadmium etc. readily combine with the alkyl halides to form compounds containing carbon metal bonds. These are known as organometallic compounds. These compounds are called as the organometallic compounds. Now, the first reaction with that of the magnesium metal. So, reaction with magnesium. When magnesium reacts with that of the alkyl halide, it forms alkyl magnesium halide. Now this alkyl magnesium halide is called as the Grignard reagent. Why this alkyl magnesium halide is called as the Grignard reagent? Because Victor Grignard, who discovered this reagent in 19th century, means in 19,000, that is 19th century 1900, and he was awarded in 1912 after his death by the Nobel Prize, because this organometallic compound is very useful in the preparation of so many other organic compounds such as alcohol, or that is the aldehyde, ketone, acids etc. And therefore this is very useful compound, that is Grignard reagent, and that's why this compound that is organometallic halide or alkyl magnesium halide is called as the Grignard reagent. Now see here how the magnesium metal reacts with this alkyl halide. Now you know that this is the general formula of the alkyl halide. This is the alkyl halide. Generally RH, we show the alkyl halide by the general formula RH. R is the alkyl group, X is the halogen. So this is the general reaction. When RH, that is the alkyl halide, reacts with the magnesium metal in the presence of solvent dry ether, at that time what happened? This magnesium directly attached to the carbon in the alkyl group, and there is formation of RMgX, alkyl magnesium halide, and this alkyl magnesium halide is called as the Grignard reagent, which is the organometallic compound. So what is given here in reagent. Now see on the blackboard there are the particular reactions are given with that of the magnesium metal. Now the first reaction is methyl bromide when reacts with this magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether. Remember students, dry ether solvent is very necessary. So always write down the on the arrow the dry ether. And where the Grignard reagent we use for the preparation of other compounds also, there also this Grignard reagent always dissolve into that of the dry ether. That means dry ether solvent is very necessary whenever there are the Grignard reagent in the reactions. So methyl bromide and magnesium metal when reacts with the dry ether or in the presence of dry ether, what is there? Obtain methyl magnesium bromide. Now that is the methyl magnesium bromide, which is the Grignard reagent, simplest Grignard reagent. Now this is the another example. Into that there is the ethyl iodide or iodoethane. This is also bromomethane. This is iodoethane and commonly they are called as the methyl bromide and ethyl iodide. When this iodoethane reacts with this magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether, there is the formation of ethyl magnesium iodide. Ethyl magnesium iodide, this is the Grignard reagent. So very simple reaction, just attach the magnesium metal to that of the alkyl group and then the halogen. Now these Grignard reagents are very reactive compounds. I already tell you that the Grignard reagents are used for the preparation of the other organic compounds such as alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, etc. And therefore Grignard reagents are very reactive compounds. They react with that of the hydrogen compounds in which hydrogen is directly attached to the electronegative atoms such as oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Therefore, and again this Grignard reagent also reacts with that of the water, because in water is the hydrogen compound and in water hydrogen is directly attached to the oxygen. Oxygen is the electronegative atom and therefore Grignard reagents are very reactive compounds. They react with water or the compounds containing hydrogen attached to the electronegative element. That hydrogen must be attached to the electronegative element and with that reagent the Grignard reagent is easily reacted. Now here general reaction is shown. RMgX, this is the Grignard reagent. When this reacts with this methyl alcohol is the hydrogen compound and this hydrogen is directly attached to the oxygen, which is the electronegative atom, and then when this Grignard reagent reacts with this methyl alcohol, what is there? This hydrogen of the alcohol get attached to that of the alkyl group and there is formation of alkane, which are the hydrocarbons, because we know that if the alkyl group get attached with one hydrogen, there is formation of alkane. For example, when methyl group, suppose there is the methyl group and this methyl group when attached with the hydrogen, it forms the methane, CH4, that is the alkane. Therefore, suppose here R is the CH3, then CH3 when attached with that of the H, there is the formation of methane, which is the alkane or hydrocarbon. And again what is there? This magnesium halide are remaining, to that this OCH3 get attached. Now here they show the OH in the, therefore here we can write here OCH3. If water will be there, then there is the OH. If here is the water, then HOH, therefore hydrogen reacts with this R, there is the formation of alkane and MgXOH will be formed. But here they take the alcohol, so there is the OCH3 get attached to them. Now see here the next, that is the ammonia is there. Now in ammonia also it is the hydrogen compound. Here also these hydrogen attached to that of the electronegative atom nitrogen. So one of the hydrogen of these three hydrogen atoms get attached to this alkyl group and there is formation of alkyl. And again to this MgX, on the second bond of the magnesium there is the attachment of NH2, that is the byproduct. Here also alkanes are formed. We can take the particular reaction here also. Suppose we use here CH3NGI, and when it reacts with the ammonia there is formation of CH3H, that is the methane, and MgI-NH2 will be the byproduct. In this way student, this is very important reaction of formation of Grignard reagent. This reaction is also called as the formation of Grignard reagent. You search, that is the heading, Grignard reagent, you give the full name here, formation of Grignard reagent. So this is always asked into the examination as a short note. Write down a short note on the formation of Grignard reagent, or these Grignard reagent preparation reactions are very important as a point of view into the examination. Now let us learn the next reaction, in which there is the reaction of this alkyl halide with another, that is the chemical, because we are seeing the chemical reactions of alkyl halide. And the next reaction is the Wirth reaction, which is also the reaction with active metal, that is the second reaction of active metal, sodium. Now first you take the screenshot of this blackboard writing and then write down these notes in a beautiful handwriting in your notebook, and then we will learn the next reaction with the active metal, that is the Wirth synthesis, which we already learned into the 11th science. But just repeat here, we know that the reaction, that is the Wirth synthesis, is with the sodium metal, and there is also in the presence of dry ether this reaction is carried out. Let us learn that reaction. Now students, let us learn the second reaction of alkyl halide with the active metal, and here active metal is now sodium. The first reaction where the active metal is magnesium, we already learned that. Now this is the second reaction. In this second reaction, the active metal which is used for the reaction with the alkyl halides is the sodium metal, and the name of this reaction is the Wirth reaction or Wirth synthesis, name of the scientist, as the last reaction is the formation of Grignard reagent. Grignard is also the name of the scientist. In the such manner, this is similar manner, this is the Wirth synthesis or Wirth reaction. Now this is also the very important reaction. Wirth also have or obtained in that days the Nobel Prize for that, as that of the Victor Grignard, because in this reaction we obtain such hydrocarbons or such alkane in which there are double number of carbon atoms than the alkyl halide which we used in the reaction. So we obtain the larger alkane from the, that is higher alkane from the lower alkyl halide. We obtain the higher alkane from the lower alkyl halide. Now see here, what is the actual reaction? Now, what is there in this reaction? Alkyl halides, when reacts with the active metal, that is the sodium, here also the solvent is dry ether. Remember that, as that of the Grignard reagent, the solvent is dry ether. This is also the reaction in which when we react with the sodium metal with that of the alkyl halide, here also solvent is very important, that is the dry ether. Dry ether means there is no 1 or 2 drops of water even into that. Dry ether is the that is liquid solvent. And when this reacts higher alkanes containing double the number of carbon atoms. See here, double the number of carbon atoms present in the starting alkyl halide. Remember that. And that's why this is very important reaction. This reaction is called as the Wurtz synthesis or Wurtz reaction. You can also call as the Wurtz reaction. Now this is the general reaction I take here. You know the general formula of alkyl halide, Rx. Always in Wurtz reaction, when we use the one alkyl halide molecule, one type of alkyl halide. One alkyl halide molecule is not there. One type of alkyl halide when we use. Then you may ask, madam, we can use two types of alkyl halide. Yes, we can also use the two types of alkyl halides also. When we use the one type of alkyl halide, always take the two molecules of that. Remember that. And sodium also take the two atoms of the sodium metal in the presence of dry ether. What is that? There is this R, that is the alkyl group of the one alkyl halide molecule get attached to the alkyl group of the another alkyl halide molecule. And there is the two alkyl groups when attached to each other, there is the formation of hydrocarbon, that is the alkane. Now how it is possible? Now take a particular example here. I take here ethyl bromide. See here, ethyl bromide. Now I take also the two molecules of ethyl bromide, which is the alkyl halide. When it reacts with the sodium metal, what happened? These one ethyl group CH3CH2 get attached, CH3CH2 get attached to the another ethyl group of the another molecule. But joined first CH2 and then CH3, because we know that the ending carbon always have the 3 hydrogen atom. So CH3CH2 get attached to CH2CH3. Now what is this? There are the 4 carbon atoms and all are the single bonded carbons are there. This is the alkane. And what is the name of this alkane? As it is the 4 carbon atom containing alkane, it is the butane. In 11th standard we learned about the alkanes in a detail. Now this is the butane. Now see students, here are only 2 carbon atom in the starting alkyl halide, that is the ethyl bromide. But in product what is there? There are the double number of carbon atom product is there, that is the higher alkane we obtain. So from lower alkyl halide we obtain the higher alkane. Similarly, as here is the alkane, so it is generally also alkane. Suppose here only CH3 we are methyl bromide, then CH3 get attached with the CH3. What will be the product? C2H6, that is the ethane. When CH3 attaches with CH3, that is CH3-CH3 is the ethane. So you can take so many examples also. If there is the short note on the Wurtz reaction, then you must write down 3 to 4 examples. In the same manner, you take any here alkyl halide, suppose methyl iodide or butyl bromide, and you take, and corresponding alkane will be formed there. And what happen again? There are the 2 PR, because 2 alkyl bromides are there. So 2 PR plus twice Na to forms the twice NaBr as the byproduct. Twice means Na also 2, Br also 2 there. Now here again see what is given. Now I already told you that we can use the 2 different types of alkyl halides also in the Wurtz synthesis. Now in 11th standard we take only this example, that is of ethyl bromide, where only one alkyl halide we use in the Wurtz synthesis. But now in the 12th standard this reaction is again increased there. That is the when we use 2 different alkyl halides, and when they react with the sodium metal, then always take 3 molecules of that 2 different alkyl halides. Now see here, this is the methyl bromide, I take the 3 molecules. Always remember that. This is another alkyl halide, that is the ethyl bromide. Here also take the 3 molecules. As there are 3 molecules of alkyl halide, so total bromide ions, how many there? 6. 3 and 3, 6. So we must have to take 6 sodium atom. very important point because the byproduct will be formed. That is, I write here that byproduct 6NaBr. This is the byproduct. Now remember student, if we use two different types of alkyl halides, then there are formation of three different types of alkanes. Now how it is possible? Now suppose, see here, here are the three CH3Br, okay? React the one CH3Br with the another CH3Br. What will be the alkane there? CH3-CH3. What is that? What is that? CH3-C2H6. That is ethane. So see here, I write down that product, ethane. Okay. Now only one CH3Br is remaining here. Okay. Two we use to form this ethane. Now there are the ethyl bromide. When this one molecule of ethyl bromide reacts with the another molecule of ethyl bromide, what will be there? Which alkane will be formed? As here, butane. Same reaction. So CH3CH2 dash CH2CH3. Now see this CH3CH2 dash CH2CH3, that is the butane. This is major. Why it is major? I will tell later. Now one molecule of both of the alkyl halides are remaining. So when one molecule which is remaining of this methyl bromide with that of the one molecule remaining of this ethyl bromide, what will be there? There is the formation of CH3 dash CH2 CH3, that is the 3 carbon containing alkane, that is the propane. C3H8, that is the propane, but I write in this way. 1, 2, 3, this is the propane. This is very minor. Suppose this major is the 80% product is formed, then this is the definitely this is of 15%, and this is only 5% product is formed. Now you may ask me why this happened, madam? Why always that propane is in a less quantity? Because the speciality of this reaction is that in the worst synthesis, always that alkane formed in a higher percentage which contain maximum number of carbon atoms and even number of carbon atoms. Maximum and even, or greater and even. Now see in these three alkanes. This is the butane which contains 4 carbon. This is the ethane which contains only 2 carbon. This is the propane which contains 3 carbon. But 4 and 2 are the even numbers. And this is the butane which is the higher alkane. So it is about 80% and major. This is also even alkane and even number of carbon atom. So it is, secondly it is formed 15%. And this is alkane which contains 3 carbon atom, that is the odd number of carbon atom. So it is only 3%. So what I have written here? But the alkane having greater number of carbon atoms and even number of carbon atoms is the major product. Now in this way you can write the short note of word synthesis only in this example. 1, 2 give here and point wise you must write. Now I do not give here point. Suppose you make this point number 1 for the general reaction, point number 2 for the particular example 3, again one example 4, this is the 5th and this is the 6th point. In this way for the 3 marks, this short note is always asked into the examination. Now let us learn the next, that is the reaction in which there is also the reaction of that active metal, but here we use that is the aryl halides. Now these are the aliphatic alkyl halide we use. Now in the aryl halides or aryl halide there is the benzene ring. Now how the reaction is that? Then we just learn that reaction, that is the reaction of haloaryls with that of the metals. But you first take the screenshot because this is very important short note and write down the notes in your notebook in a beautiful handwriting. Okay, now let us learn the next reaction. Now next reaction, that is the reaction with haloarine. reaction with halorine with metals. This reaction is also called as the Wurtz-Fitting reaction. The reaction of aryl halide with alkyl halide and sodium metal in the dry ether to give the substituted aromatic compound, and that reaction is known as the Wurtz-Fitting reaction. Now this reaction allows the alkylation of aryl halide. That means alkyl group is directly introduced into the aryl group. Now see how it is possible. Now bromobenzene, or it is also called as the that is the benzene bromide. Now this is the bromobenzene. When reacts with the methyl bromide, the Wurtz-Fitting reaction, into that what happened? That is the methyl group introduced into the aryl group, and there is formation of this toluene. Methyl benzene is also called as the toluene, you know that. And these two bromide and these two sodium atoms form the byproduct sodium bromide. Now this is the Wurtz-Fitting reaction. In case of if we use only the aryl halides, then the product is called as the biphenyl, because two phenyl rings attaches to each other, and the reaction is then only called as the fitting reaction. Now into that what happened? Now I take here 2-chlorobenzene. When this 2-chlorobenzene molecule reacts with that of the sodium metal in dry ether, there is this one benzene ring attaches to the another benzene ring, and these two chlorine and twice sodium form the twice NaCl. Now in this way, this is the biphenyl. Now students, if you understand this video very well, all these the metal reaction with that of the alkyl halide, then you must that you now see the what is the fitting reaction here. This is the fitting reaction in which one benzene ring attaches to the another benzene ring, but that are not called as the phenyl. So it is the biphenyl product is formed. So like, share and subscribe this video so that the maximum student can be benefited. Thank you for watching this.